In this video, I want to talk about the topic of fantasy women versus real women, and why white women are the best. So, Japanese anime girls versus sexy white women. Which one would you pick? Seems pretty easy to me. Of course, the sexy white woman. There's no competition. The audience resists the stuff I'm preaching because the audience is not comfortable with it. And the reason for that is that the novelty of all these facts and views, although it's mostly facts, that they're so raw and so unheard of that people just reject it without even actually thinking about it, because they're being brainwashed. They're being told, oh, this is wrong, you should not talk about this, this thing is like that thing is like this. There's no other place for other things. So last video we explored the Chinese perspective. I want to make a correction that it's a universal fact. It's not an opinion. It's like 1 + 1 = 2 and 2 + 2 = 4. It's the same everywhere. It doesn't matter who, which culture, which background. Today I'm going to talk about why white woman is the only option, is the correct option. So by fantasy women, I meant this: Japanese anime girls. Last video we established that men who like Japanese anime girls are pedophiles. Japanese anime girls' characteristics are usually huge eyes, small lips, sharp, coy, and innocent and childlike voice. Their behaviors are shy, coy, innocent, and that gives the impression of a kid, 10 or 12 years old tops. It definitely not gives an impression of a fully grown woman or and a woman that is about to be mature. It doesn't give that impression. The reason why I call it fantasy girls is that it's a draw, it's cartoon, it's not portraying real people. It's not like a photograph. A photograph captures reality, right? And even though America has cartoon, the American cartoon characters are still based on realism. They're still wanting to be close to reality. Like they won't draw a woman like a Japanese anime would draw. And there are some characters, say Wonder Woman. Yeah, Wonder Woman image is still based on a real person, right? They don't have disproportionately huge eyes, and the behaviors, the external characteristics largely are portraying real people, right? And the most prominent rounded features like the big boobs, the hips, and the thighs. Yeah, still those are portraying real people. You know, there are women who look like that in real life. Japanese anime is purely made up. It's a made up world. I mean, come on, who the hell in real life looks like a Japanese anime girl? No one, right? It's impossible. By real women, I meant sexy white women particularly. Why the word real? We'll have to go back to the first video, to the concept of objective standards for beauty. First of all, definition. White women's physical features are superior because their physical features have the most and the best definitions. By definition, I mean the clarity and separation of physical features. For example, the definition of the eye socket, the definition of the face cheeks, the height of the nose, the shape of the nose, the firmness of boobs and hips. I mean the general shape and firmness of the feature, in other words. Real life example of that is plastic surgeries. The standard of beauty is the definition of the body parts. They want, excuse me, for example, an hourglass-shaped waist. They want double eyelids. They want thinner bodies. They want bigger and rounder boobs and hips. They want sharper jaws rather than a saggy one. It's like we prefer a shredded body over a fat body. Say six-pack abs, the chest, the quads. It's just like in bodybuilding. Clarity, separation, and proportion. You don't see people label a fat person beautiful. You don't see a round person in the bodybuilding contests, right? You have to have separations of the muscles in order to be considered beauty, right? That's what I say. Definition. White women's body features represent the most ideal woman. Pretty face, facial features are clear and big. There's even multiple colors, blue eyes and blonde hair. That's everything we consider beauty. Of course, no other woman can beat but the body, the bright skin, boobs, and hips. These features are women features, are symbol of grown, mature women. In comparison, Japanese anime girls portray an image of a sick, weak, not strong, immature child. Therefore, white women are the image of ideal women, the mature and pinnacle of womanest, while Japanese anime girls are an image of an ideal girl, a girl before puberty. And this girl doesn't even exist in your real life. In this comparison, I choose the real woman, the white woman. I choose the most woman. I choose the most mature women, not a fake girl, not a fantasy, not a complete concoction.